I want to break Nkrumah's record. Who is saying this? You know him? Kennedy Ohene Akwampreku Agyapong. My brother, my sister, he is a man who wants to be the president of the country in the next elections and beyond. He is a businessman who has 277 houses in Ghana alone. He is a businessman who has worked very hard. According to him, he sold candies on the street, PK, when he was coming up. There were some who said he had been involved in drugs. But over the years, he has fought very hard. In fact, to push away the drug title. In fact, it's common knowledge that he was accused of that. And he stood very firm against it and asked for evidence. From that time till now, no single person has been able to come with one single evidence. This is Kennedy Agyapong. When he's angry, he can fire in all directions, including his own associates. On live TV, he has called people foolish. On live TV, he almost sacked his own TV crew. My brother, my sister, this is Kennedy Agyapong. He is a man who can get angry and say a lot of things. Sometimes he returns to apologize. Other times, he doesn't give a rat's backside. My brother, my sister, Kennedy Akwampreku Agyapong. That's him. A former MP. He's been an MP for so many terms until he said enough. It's enough, and I need to move on with my political ambition of becoming a president. My brother, my sister, in the last elections, he brought a new term on the political scene, albeit not a new term, but in the political space, it was new. Showdown. He threatened to give some people what he called showdown. And one of them was the sitting president at the time, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. He prized himself in the fact that he's a major financier of his political party, the NPP. In the last elections, many were those who wanted him to go solo. In other words, to go, my brother, my sister, against his own party as an independent candidate. But he said no. He went ahead to campaign for Bawumia, even though he swore under his teeth that he will never do that. At the end of the day, he gave an excuse that when it comes to his turn, he expects Bawumia to also join to campaign for him. My brother, politicians say one thing here, and in the next vein, they are saying a different thing. We are used to hearing them saying two different things, and they want to convince us that it's the same thing. They are very good at that. But this is a man that almost every Ghanaian knows. He's also a crazy philanthropist. He's going for another primaries of his party, the NPP. And it looks like he's locking horns with his nemesis, Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia. And this time round, so many youths are rallying around him, and prophets are prophesied in his favor that he would win the primaries and Dr. Bawumia would be history. Kennedy Agyapong granted in an interview to Kwesi Pratt Jr. an avowed Nkrumah'S. And what did he say? Kennedy Agyapong had this to say. He is looking forward to breaking the record of Kwame Nkrumah. He says, everywhere he goes, he sees the achievement of Kwame Nkrumah all over the place. And he thinks that it is time for him to break the record of Kwame Nkrumah. He says he admires Kwame Nkrumah a lot. And Kwame Nkrumah was the first president of this nation. Now, many people are bemused. His party is a party that is an anti-Nkrumah party. Everybody knows that. This is the party that comes from the GP tradition. My brother, my sister, it is a party that is coming, my brother, my sister, from the history of people fighting Kwame Nkrumah, and many people believe that they were even responsible for his early demise. My brother, my sister, Agyapong, despite his party's philosophical stance of anti-Nkrumah'ism, says he admires Nkrumah a lot. And there's no politician on earth, in fact, at least in Ghana, who has performed like Kwame Nkrumah. And he wants to step in and do more than Kwame Nkrumah. Let's listen to him in this interview.
And the role models, they are pragmatic ones. A pragmatic leader like Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. When you look at the existing infrastructure in this country, about 60% of it was done by Nkrumah in the period of 9 years, from 1957 to 66. And up to now, we've not been able to match what he did. I go around the country and I see the works of Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. And he's been my role model. If any president in Ghana that I want to beat his record is Dr. Kwame Nkrumah.
Wow.
And if you give me 8 years, I'll beat his record. Why I want to be president is that, one, we need a selfless leader. 2, we need a bold leader. 3, we need a decisive leader. And 4, we need a pragmatic leader. Enough is enough of the theories. We've been propounding theories, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. And I feel, first, we are not on top of the game because we have to be brilliant.
We need a pragmatic leader. We have been coming out with theory upon theory. It's time to actionalize, put into action, put into momentum all these ideas. Too much theories, yet no action. He says Nkrumah is his role model. Everywhere he goes in Ghana and around the world, he hears the name of Nkrumah. I am always happy when people see Nkrumah as a role model. It doesn't matter who you are. He didn't say that J.B. Dankwa was his role model. He didn't say that Buzia was his role model. It's probably the 11th sin of Agyapong. His party has already identified 10 sins of Agyapong. And in this interview, he said he's been quiet all along because he doesn't want an 11th sin. But it looks like this statement that he has made would be the 11th sin of Agyapong. You see why? A lot of the times I admire this guy. He has defied his party. Buzia, Dankwa, Dombo. He's sitting with an Nkrumah'S and he's telling him, Nkrumah is my role model. He didn't say one of my role models. And that everywhere he goes, he hears the name of Kwame Nkrumah, not J.B. Dankwa, not Buzia, not Dombo, the heroes of his party. These are the people we need who will think outside the box. My brother, my sister. That's why I keep saying, when people say, oh, you don't like the NPP, and I say, yes, I don't like the party. But there are individuals in there that I admire and love. Those people who think outside the box. Because the NPP is a whole philosophy. And I don't agree with that philosophy. But I agree with individuals in the party who have twisted that philosophy and are aligning with my thoughts. I can't love everything. I'm an Nkrumah'S. So if you have a party that is anti-Nkrumah, why should I be part of the party? Why should I like it? When Nana Akufo-Addo was in power, he did everything he could to erase the name of Kwame Nkrumah. But people bigger than him and his grandfather combined couldn't stop the Nkrumah movement. He ended up refurbishing the Nkrumah Mausoleum. And it's one of the biggest tourist attractions we have in our country today. Can you joke with a man like that? Try a JB Dankwa Mausoleum and see how many people will go there. Try a Buzia Mausoleum and see how many people will go there. That's what Dombo is, an innocent man. I don't even want to go there. My brother, my sister, let's be serious. Kennedy is defying his party. And this statement that he has made, he's going to cut love from a lot of Nkrumah'S. There are a lot of people in the NPP who believe in the philosophy of Kwame Nkrumah. But for one reason or the other, they are still stuck in the doldrums of the party. It's not for me to ask why, but I wouldn't do that. My brother, my sister, it is what it is. To Kennedy Agyapong, many people have also asked me, oh, he's pretending. He's only trying to win an election. This is a man who hardly pretends. Even at the peril of his life, he would say things. Go and kill him if you want. You know him. He will say all the rot. And if you are close to him a little bit, like those people who are close to him, you will know that this is a man who speaks his mind. And a man who speaks his mind is not a dangerous man. Because if he's coming to attack you, he tells you, I'm coming for you. If he's about to slap you, he will tell you, I'm about to slap you. He speaks his mind. A quiet man is very dangerous. Everything is in his head. If he's coming to kill you, he's smiling and coming. 1, 2, before you realize, choke, you are gone. Then you say, Kwasia. Sebi, sebi, sebi. My brother, I like people who speak. You get to know what they are thinking. You can align with some of the things and you know how to relate to them. But if you have people around you who do not talk, they are always quiet, be careful. Hey! To Kennedy Agyapong, left to you and Bawumia alone, I support you. Bawumia should never ever win the primaries, let alone even go ahead to win an election. Never. We're tired.